The air was thick with anticipation. The crowd, a mix of locals and visitors, had gathered early, their breath visible in the crisp winter air. They were here for one reason: to witness the spectacle that Mavericks promised. The date was December 23, 2024. Just 2 days before Christmas, the holiday spirit mingled with the excitement of the event. Families, friends, and surf enthusiasts had all come together, creating a festive yet intense atmosphere. The location was Mavericks, a legendary surf break near Half Moon Bay, California. Known for its colossal waves, Mavericks had a reputation that drew the best surfers from around the globe. The waves here were not just big, they were monstrous, towering over the surfers who dared to challenge them. Surfers and spectators alike gathered, their eyes glued to the churning ocean. The beach was a sea of color, with wetsuits, surfboards, and cameras all pointed towards the horizon. The energy was electric, a palpable buzz of excitement and nerves. A massive swell, fueled by a recent Christmas storm, promised epic waves. The storm had been brewing for days, and the surfers had been tracking its progress with bated breath. Now, the moment had arrived, and the waves were everything they had hoped for, and more. Amongst the surfers braving the elements was 23-year-old Alessandro Slebir, a Santa Cruz native with a reputation for tackling big waves. Slebir was no stranger to Mavericks, having surfed its waves many times before, but today was different. Today the waves were bigger, the stakes higher. Little did anyone know, history was about to be made. The conditions were perfect, the waves were massive, and the surfers were ready. It was a recipe for something extraordinary. Slebir, along with a pack of seasoned big wave surfers, had been monitoring the approaching swell for days. The energy was palpable. They had studied the weather reports, discussed strategies, and prepared themselves mentally and physically for the challenge ahead. This wasn't just another day at Mavericks. This was a day that would be remembered for years to come. The surfers knew it, the spectators knew it, and the ocean seemed to know it too, as it roared and crashed with a power that was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. This was a chance to ride waves of extraordinary size and power, waves that could make or break a surfer's career, waves that demanded respect and skill. The surfers were ready to give it their all, to push their limits and test their mettle against the might of Mavericks. The atmosphere crackled with excitement, tinged with a healthy dose of apprehension. The surfers knew the risks, but they also knew the rewards. The spectators watched with bated breath, their hearts pounding in their chests as they waited for the action to unfold. This was big wave surfing at its most raw and unpredictable. Every wave was a challenge, every ride a test of skill and courage. The surfers knew that one wrong move could mean disaster, but they also knew that the thrill of riding these waves was worth the risk. As the sun peeked over the horizon, casting a golden glow on the monstrous waves, Slebir and his tow partner, Luca Padua, made their way into the lineup. The light was perfect, the waves were perfect, and the stage was set for an unforgettable day of surfing. The roar of the ocean was deafening as they navigated their jet ski through the churning white water. The energy was electric, every wave was a challenge, every ride a test of skill and courage. The surfers knew that one wrong move could mean disaster, but they also knew that the thrill of riding these waves was worth the risk. Every surfer in the water knew this was a day they would never forget. The waves, the crowd, the energy, it all came together to create a moment that would be etched in their memories forever. This was Mavericks at its finest, and they were ready to take it on. A wave emerged from the horizon, dwarfing all others. It was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before, a true force of nature that seemed to rise from the depths of the ocean with a purpose. The sheer size and power of the wave were enough to make even the most seasoned surfers pause in awe and trepidation. It was a behemoth, a mountain of water moving with terrifying speed. The wave's crest foamed and churned, a white froth that hinted at the raw energy contained within. As it surged forward, it seemed to grow even larger, a towering wall of water that threatened to consume everything in its path. This was it. Slebir's moment had arrived. He had trained his entire life for this, honing his skills and pushing his limits to be ready for a wave like this. The anticipation was electric, a palpable tension that hung in the air as he prepared to take on the challenge of a lifetime. With a burst of speed from the jet ski, Padua slingshotted Slebir into the wave's path. The timing had to be perfect, and Padua executed the maneuver with precision, launching Slebir into the heart of the wave at just the right moment. The jet ski peeled away, leaving Slebir alone to face the monstrous wave. The surfer, a small figure against the towering wall of water, expertly angled his board down the face. He leaned into the wave, feeling the immense power beneath him as he carved his path. Every movement was calculated, every shift of weight deliberate as he danced with the wave in a delicate balance of skill and instinct. Time seemed to slow down. Each second stretched into an eternity as Slebir rode the wave, his focus razor-sharp. The roar of the ocean faded into the background, replaced by the rhythmic sound of his own breathing and the rush of water beneath his board. The wave began to feather and break, forming a cavernous barrel. It was a sight to behold, a natural wonder that seemed almost otherworldly. The tunnel of water curved around Slebir, creating a perfect, hollow cylinder that he navigated with grace and precision. Slebir, displaying incredible skill and composure, navigated his board into the heart of the beast. He was deep inside the barrel now, surrounded by walls of water that threatened to close in at any moment. Yet, he remained calm, his movements fluid and controlled as he rode the wave's inner sanctum. The ocean roared around him as he disappeared into the watery abyss. It was a moment of pure immersion where the boundary between man and nature blurred, and Slebir became one with the wave. The power and majesty of the ocean enveloped him, a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of the natural world. For a moment there was only the thunderous roar of the wave and the spray of the ocean. The world outside seemed to vanish, leaving only the primal force of the sea and the solitary figure of the surfer within it. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated connection with the elements. Then, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Slebir emerged from the barrel, his body a blur of motion as he rode the wave's shoulder. The transition was seamless, a testament to his skill and experience. He burst forth from the wave with a triumphant energy, a conqueror of the sea. The crowd erupted, cheers echoing across the water. They had been holding their breath, watching in awe as Slebir took on the wave. Now their excitement was uncontainable, a collective outpouring of admiration and amazement at what they had just witnessed. They had just witnessed something truly extraordinary. It was a moment that would be etched into their memories forever, a story to be told and retold. The sight of Slebir riding that colossal wave was a testament to human courage and the relentless pursuit of greatness. A wave of such magnitude, ridden with such skill and grace, was a sight to behold. It was a reminder of the incredible power of nature and the indomitable spirit of those who dare to challenge it. Slebir had not just ridden a wave, he had danced with a giant, and in doing so, he had created a moment of pure magic. The massive swell that produced the wave Slebir rode was no accident. It was a phenomenon that had been building up for days, driven by the relentless forces of nature. It was the result of a powerful storm system, dubbed the Christmas storm, that had battered the California coast days earlier. This storm was unlike any other, with its sheer magnitude and ferocity leaving a lasting impact on the region. The storm, a rare confluence of meteorological factors, had generated winds of hurricane force and churned up the Pacific Ocean into a frenzy. These winds, reaching speeds of over 74 miles per hour, whipped the ocean into a chaotic state, creating waves that were both awe-inspiring and terrifying. The storm's intensity and trajectory created ideal conditions for massive swells to form. As the storm moved across the Pacific, it gathered strength, pulling in moisture and energy from the warm ocean waters. These swells, carrying the energy of the storm across thousands of miles of open ocean, eventually made their way to the California coastline. The journey of these waves was a testament to the raw power of nature, as they traveled unimpeded across the vast expanse of the Pacific. The unique bathymetry of the ocean floor at Mavericks, with its deep underwater canyon and shallow reef, amplified the size and power of these swells, resulting in the monstrous waves witnessed that day. This underwater topography acted like a magnifying glass, focusing the energy of the waves and creating the perfect conditions for some of the most spectacular and dangerous surf ever seen. The wave Slebir rode was not just big, it was potentially record-breaking. Initial estimates based on video footage and advanced wave measurement techniques suggested the wave could have reached a staggering 108 feet. If confirmed, this would shatter the current world record of 86 feet set by Sebastian Stoitner at Nazar, Portugal, in 2022. The process of officially verifying a world record wave is rigorous and time-consuming. A team of experts, including oceanographers, surf journalists, and experienced big wave surfers, will meticulously analyze video footage and photographic evidence from various angles. They will also consider factors such as wave buoy data, tidal charts, and eyewitness accounts. Mavericks, where legends are made. Mavericks, located half a mile offshore from Pillar Point Harbor near Half Moon Bay, California, is not your average surf break. It is a cold, unforgiving arena where nature unleashes its full fury. The break is situated over a shallow reef, which causes the incoming swells to jack up dramatically, forming giant, fast-moving waves. The spot is notorious for its challenging conditions, including strong currents, frigid water temperatures, and the ever-present threat of submerged rocks. Only the most experienced and skilled big wave surfers dare to tackle Mavericks when it's truly firing. Over the years, Mavericks has become a proving ground for big wave surfers, a place where legends are made and records are broken. As we delve deeper, we see a star on the rise. The journey of our surfer is not just about riding waves but also about breaking barriers and setting new benchmarks. It's truly inspiring to witness how dedication and passion can propel someone to the forefront of their field. The potential impact of this rising star cannot be overstated. With every wave conquered, there's a ripple effect that extends far beyond the ocean. This surfer's influence is reshaping perceptions and inspiring a new generation to chase their dreams, no matter how big or small. To further understand this phenomenon, we turn to visuals and expert opinions. These insights provide a comprehensive look at the techniques and strategies that set this surfer apart. It's fascinating to see how a blend of skill, innovation, and sheer willpower can create such a powerful force in the surfing world. Finally, we reflect on Slebir's legacy. It's more than just a series of impressive achievements. It's a testament to what can be accomplished with unwavering commitment and a love for the sport. Slebir's journey leaves an indelible mark on the world of surfing, inspiring countless others to pursue their own paths with the same fervor and determination.